And we are back with the next day of Essential Oils 101, back to school style. Got a new outfit on. It's a new day. Gonna have a new style. Got my glasses on. I got a hat on because everybody around here is very familiar with me wearing hats. So kind of keeping up that trend there a little bit. So here's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna cover the essential oils and the premium starter kit. We had a video segment that talked about the basic starter kit, so the one that had the stress away in it. It has the Nature Red samples, all of that stuff. That goes in every single starter kit that you can get with Young Living. This is going to feature, we're going to talk about the 10 oils that you can get in a premium starter kit that has the oils and diffuser in it. There's others that you can get with Nature Red and Thieves products, but we're going to focus on the 10 oils in that premium starter kit that you can get. So let's go ahead and get rolling. We have 5 vitality oils that we're going to cover and 5 aromatic topical oils. So these are all in their colored labels, and the vitalities are in white, and these are labeled for dietary use. These are labeled for topical and aromatic use. So it's very safe to ingest these Young Living oils. They tell you on the bottles how you can safely do that, so that'll be really awesome. That's good to know. Great to know that way. So let's get started with our vitality oils here. We're going to start with lemon. I enjoy the lemon a lot. This is one I will never ever run out of. It's one of the cheaper ones, so that's awesome. But you also don't want to run out of this one because this is amazing detox for you. If you take a drop of your lemon oil and you put it on a piece of styrofoam, whether it be a cup, anything like made of styrofoam, and just let it sit for a little bit, the lemon is going to eat a hole in your styrofoam. Going to eat a hole right through it. The lemon oil targets the chemicals and the toxins and eats away at it. And so when you ingest this into your body's not getting the effect, or it's not getting eaten away. But when the lemon oil comes in contact with a toxin or chemical that's being stored in your fat cells, it's going to eat that away. So this is awesome for like healthy weight management, to be able to maintain a healthy weight by getting rid of the excess junk that our body just stores up. This is also just fantastic to have because it gives good energy and uplifting vibes. So for your 2 o'clock grind when you hit the school day, this is good to have in your desk just to give yourself a little refreshing water zip. Make a little refreshing lemon drink out of it and drink it. Just really, really awesome that way. Nice and uplifting, very calming. Your citrus oils aren't really energizing. They're just more of like a peaceful, like really kind of a calming aroma that you can get out of your lemon. Really good for cooking as well. You can take it home and make a very awesome chicken dish. I've done that before where I put like a drop or 2 on chicken and baked it in the oven, and the flavor just infused throughout the whole chicken. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It smelled amazing and it tasted really good. So awesome flavor that way. The next vitality oil we are going to cover here is peppermint. Peppermint vitality. This is amazing. This is super, super strong. It doesn't have a sweet peppermint taste to it. If you have an oil that does taste sweet, I don't remember what the chemical is in it, but it's actually more of a synthetic addition to the oil, and you don't really want that. And so this doesn't have a sweet peppermint taste to it or smell to it, but it's very strong. It's a very strong mint. So I enjoy this in a glass of water as well. This is very energizing to take either in a capsule or with straight water. Taking it for, again, like the lemon, the 2 o'clock grind, when you hit 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and you're like, you really want to be out of school, this is a really good one to have in your desk, and just put a drop or 2 in there. The perk of that is the smell of the peppermint will kind of rise into the room, and so your class will either notice it and comment on it, and they'll get energized too, and you'll wake them up. So that'd be awesome. Peppermint vitality, you can bake with this as well. It can replace your peppermint extract. Just a few drops of it. A few drops is all that you really need. I would even say 1 to 2 drops, especially in a glass of water. I would do like 1 drop and make sure that you mix it in before you take a drink. The flavor will infuse throughout the whole your glass of water, but the oil itself will sit on top. And if you get kind of a little mustache there of the oil, if you take a sip and it's not been stirred in or mixed in all the way, you'll get kind of like this little peppermint mustache, and you'll notice how cool the peppermint oil really is on your skin. And It's a very strong aroma, so some people don't mind it. It's awesome. But if you're one who's a little more sensitive to with your skin and eyes and stuff like that, the aroma is probably, this isn't exactly a good spot where you would want your peppermint oil to be sitting. So just a heads up there, you want to make sure that you shake in your vitalities in your water before you take drinks that way. Peppermint is also really good for overall digestive health, good digestive support that way. So taking it in a capsule, drinking it in water, really good to use it that way. Next, we're going to cover Digize. Digize is just like it sounds. It's for digestive health. I don't necessarily like to put this in a glass of water. I don't like the taste of it very much, but some friends of mine do. It's totally awesome. Whatever floats their boat. I just use it in a capsule as needed. As I feel like I'd want a little digestive support. Otherwise, I don't use this one very much. Some of my friends do on a regular basis when they, it's more of a dietary supplement that they do daily. For me, it's just kind of I have it around, and if I need it, I'll pull it out. So, to each his own. But Digize is a really good one to have. Your gut health, we talked about. We had a video posted up yesterday about gut health, so anything that talks about good digestive support, it's very important that you worry about that. We kind of focus on that a little bit and give your gut, your second nervous system, the chance to be able to thrive the best it can, especially at the very beginning of your school year. Thieves Vitality. This is another hot oil. It has like cinnamon bark and clove in it as some of the ingredients in this blend. So you want to make sure that you have this one diluted really well. And by that I mean like the same as the peppermint, like 1 drop in a glass of water if you want to. I prefer this with tea, like as a tea. I'll put it in hot water and drink it like a tea. Stir it up just before you drink it. Otherwise, you're going to, again, get a nice little cinnamon mustache right there above your lips, and it might not be the most comfortable feeling in the world for you. But again, you're not hurting anything. It's just a little alarming and overwhelming to your skin right there. So if that ever does happen to you, you can just take a oil, like a simple oil, like coconut oil or grapeseed oil, olive oil, vegetable oil that you have, and just rub it on there, and that helps to slow the absorption of the oil into your skin and to get rid of that irritation if that happens. Totally safe, totally fine. It's just sometimes too much of a good thing really quick can be a bad thing. So might not feel like a good thing, we'll say. It's not a bad thing, it just doesn't feel like a good thing. So Thieves Vitality, fantastic for immunity support. Overall immunity support, taking it in a capsule, drinking it with the water. If you get yourself the 15 milliliter, that's the regular labeled, the colored labeled one, that's for topical and aromatic. You can diffuse it, then you can rub it on your feet. Give your body emotional, like the immunity support that it needs at the very beginning of the school year when it starts to get cooler and life stresses on you, and you put stress on your body all over again with homework and extracurricular activities. Give your body a fighting chance with using Thieves by allowing your immunity to get a good boost out of that. Good stuff that way. Next, I have School-PSK. This is a fantastic one, just for overall dietary support, like overall wellness, maintaining overall wellness. There's not a specific system that this one really targets per se, but as a dietary supplement, you can take it in your Ningxia juice. You can put a few drops in water if you don't mind the taste of it. You can put a few drops of it in a vegetable capsule. But this is a really good one just to kind of take, with the mentality of it being like your multivitamin type of a thing, just to kind of feed, to reap benefits to all of your system that way. Your body system as a whole. It's really great that way. Got a complex taste, as I said. School-PSK is kind of woody, I guess, very mild, but it's not one that I personally enjoy the flavor of. So, to each his own. Some people enjoy it, some others don't. We're all different. That makes us beautiful. We're going to go down to the bottom row right here. We're going to talk about Pan Away. This one is a beautiful oil as well. I love the smell of this. I do not use it in a diffuser because I feel like for me that's a waste of this oil. This is beautiful topically, especially for all of you that kind of didn't get into the sports during the summer. And you get back to your extracurricular activities and you get active again, and your body goes through that phase of like, okay, my muscles are aching and I got to get used to this, get used to the sports again. Pan Away is perfect. to have for those minor aches and pains from muscle overuse. Wonderful that way. It's invigorating. Overall bone, muscle, joint health, using it topically, like I said, beautiful, beautiful stuff that way. Next, we are going into purification. Now, for those of you that have stinky teenagers, this is what you need. If you have football players that leave their sweaty stuff all over the place, this is what you need. Purification is an odor neutralizer. This is beautiful. I use purification with Kaylee's stinky diapers pail. I have a piece of cardboard that every time I change the diapers, I put this in that little piece of cardboard in her diaper pail. I have a spray bottle of this that I spray all over it, kind of like a Febreze. It's amazing, amazing stuff. Totally neutralizes the odors in your house. So if you need this in a diffuser in your son's bedroom, do it. This is wonderful stuff. Absolutely amazing. I would totally, I use this aromatically a lot, but topically it's wonderful because it helps with overall skin care as well. You can use it as in a moisturizer and a do-it-yourself lotion. It's really nice. However you'd like to do it, more power to you. More power to you. RC. Just the letters RC, if you can kind of see that. Very simple label that way. This one is for good respiratory health. Anything respiratory, rubbing it on your chest. This is great for a pre-workout to help open up the lungs, helps to promote healthy breathing while you're working out. If you're in track season, when you get to track season, this is a good one that you can have for your kids to put on their chest, or you can have like a diffuser necklace for them to wear. If you're somebody that after a hard day, you kind of want like more of a spa atmosphere, this is good to diffuse that way, just to kind of give you that real invigorating and calming sensation of being in a spa. It's got a lot of eucalyptus in it, so it really has a beautiful smell to it that way. Next, we are going into lavender. When people think of essential oils, we think of lavender a lot. This is a very popular one with essential oils, very common one. Lavender is known as like a Swiss Army knife of essential oils because it just brings balance to your cells, overall balance to your cells. So it's kind of like Copaiba. It doesn't really target a specific system. It just reaps benefits to everything of your body. It's really good for your skin though. It's fantastic skin oil. Put it in a do-it-yourself lotion that way. Put it on your feet before you go to bed. Helps get a restful night of sleep. Diffusing it at night is fantastic too. It's a calm oil, meaning that I don't necessarily dilute this one. I can use it neat for anybody. But again, first time you use it, it's always good to dilute it to see how your body responds to a new oil. It's pretty awesome that way. And then last but not least, we are going to get to frankincense. So this topical frankincense, I love what this thing does. I don't necessarily like the smell of it very much. It's one that's kind of gotten to wear on me. But frankincense is a very grounding oil. And what I mean by that is that when I diffuse this in my devotions, we'll say, sometimes when I try to sit down and read or study, I get a lot of this clutter that gets in the way. And what frankincense does is kind of removes that clutter so I can have a better focus on what I'm doing in my devotions. Helps me listen better, to listen to what God is trying to teach me through my devotions while I'm reading the Bible. Frankincense is very grounding in that sense, to where it just kind of brings you back to the level, like brings you back down to earth and back into what's going on with you right now, instead of all of the junk that you've thrown into your life or gets thrown into your life that way. Frankincense is also really good for skin. So topically, you can rub it on your skin like you do lavender. You can mix it with lavender for lotions that way. It's amazing, amazing stuff that way. Also great for respiratory health, rubbing it on your chest, diffusing it that way. Good for immunity. So kind of like your thieves, this is a good one that you'd want to have, kind of make a roll-on of during that very beginning of the school season type of a thing. So all of these oils are very versatile and very much, you can use them to cover about any of your needs that you can come up with. Your oils like your lavender and your copaiba that are very versatile, you could probably try them for anything that you'd want to, any of those concerns that way. But this is your kit. And then the stress away that you get within there. But this is kind of your 10 oils that you start off with to get yourself going for the school year. And it'll cover about anything that you can think of that way. So that's what I got for your premium starter kit. There's obviously way more that you can do with this. But those are just little tidbits I'm going to give you. So we're going to end this segment, and I'll catch you in the next one.